Why completing your SAP recommendation doesn't put you back to work. Hey, welcome back to the channel. I'm Graham Sargent, a DOT qualified substance abuse professional with American River Wellness. This is going to be the place where I break down the DOT return to duty process piece by piece. So if you're a driver or other safety sensitive employee, an employer, or a DER, you get straight answers on what's happening and why. So let's get into it. Once you've finished the education, counseling, or treatment I recommended, it can feel like you're basically done. You're not quite. There are two more steps left, and a lot of people get confused about how they connect. First, the follow up evaluation. This is where I review whether you actually completed what I recommended: certificates, treatment records, attendance, discharge summaries, counselor updates, whatever proof exists that you followed through. This isn't a formality where I glance at a certificate and check a box. I'm determining whether you complied, and I'm asking about it directly: what you completed, what you actually learned, what's changed, what your support system looks like now, and whether any risk factors are still in play. If I determine you complied, I put together a written report for your employer. That report states my determination whether you're eligible for the return to duty test. It doesn't guarantee you get your job back, and it doesn't put you back to work by itself. It just means that from a compliance standpoint, you're now eligible to move to the next step. That next step is the return to duty test. And here's the part people get wrong most often. You can't go get your own test done somewhere and call it a substitute. Your employer, or a TPA if you're a FMCSA regulated driver, has to arrange the actual return to duty test, and it has to come back negative before you're back on safety sensitive duty. So here's the distinction that actually matters. My follow-up evaluation determines whether you're eligible to take the return to duty test. It does not determine whether you're back on the job. The return to duty test has to come back negative before you're eligible for safety sensitive duty again. But even that doesn't put you back on the job by itself. Reinstatement is the employer's decision to make. Both steps are required, and one doesn't substitute for the other. And like I've said before, your employer still makes the employment decision. I don't hire you, fire you, or reinstate you. My role stops at determining whether you completed the required clinical and compliance steps. Once you're back on the job, you're still not fully done either. I've already covered the follow-up testing plan in an earlier video. It starts after your return to duty test, and it only applies while you're actually employed performing safety sensitive functions. It runs separately from your employer's regular random testing program. If you're at this point in the process, stay organized. Get your completion documents together, be honest in the follow-up evaluation, and remember, you're not actually eligible to return to safety sensitive work until both things happen. My report is complete and the return to duty test comes back negative. If this helped you understand the process a little better, hit that like and subscribe button. I've got a lot more of these coming, breaking down every piece of the DOT return to duty process. See you in the next one.